Well, hello, everybody. My name is Brian Flackney, and I'm here to welcome you to the Snelling Yards groundbreaking celebration. All right. Well, this day has been long in the making, and we're excited to be joined by so many of our project partners who helped us get to this point. We are here on the site of the former city-owned Public Works Maintenance Storage Facility. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? A Public Works Maintenance Storage Facility. We're going to turn it into the Snelling Yards with 95 units of affordable housing to this previously underutilized vacant site in the outstanding Longfellow community neighborhood. This incredible project has been brought to us initially by the creative and talented people at Polk Architects. I'd like to point those guys out. Thank you guys at Polk. There's some pictures of where we're going over there behind the water stand if you want to take a look at what Pope has done for us in terms of developing this project. When it's all done, as you can see, we're going to be joined to Ecumen, which is a 100-unit senior housing campus called the Hillock. And so we're going to be sharing this area with them. Snelling Yards itself will be a wide variety of household types across all levels and ages. It'll feature predominantly larger family-sized units to meet the needs of the families in this community. Well, as you know, it takes a village to get to a day like this. On behalf of Loopy Development, on behalf of Wall Companies, I'd like to thank our project partners. So bear with me here as I tell you about our relationship with Allianz and R4 Capital, whose early investment has guided us for many years. I also want to thank the excellent development staff of the city of Minneapolis. They really are professionals and they're good to work with. I want to thank Hennepin County, and I want to thank the Minneapolis Public Housing Authority, the Metropolitan Council, and of course our site partners in this matter, Ecumen. Well, the run of show says that I'm supposed to introduce somebody at this point, and I'm going to go off the script because I got to tell you that the guy I'm going to introduce today is someone I've known for many years, and he is a leader. And when you're a leader, you sometimes have to do things that people don't like, but the bottom line is that's what leadership's all about. And so I'm going to introduce to you one of my favorite people in the city of Minneapolis, one of the hardest working advocates for housing in Minneapolis, our mayor, Jacob Fry.
Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you to the incredible teams that have gotten this done, from Loopy Development to the Wall Companies to our city team to Ecumen. You know, I was thinking just a second ago here, Steve, about a project that I got to do a groundbreaking and then ribbon cutting on, both right before and after I was elected to the city council. And so we're talking about 2013 and 2014. It was a project on a surface parking lot. It was a project involving what had been a number of different owners. And it was a project to provide a combination both of 50 and 60% affordable units at AMI, and also an Ecumen project just next door. And so you guys have a history doing with it, then with Mill City Commons, I believe it was called, and an Ecumen Abaton project, and now once again. And here's the goal of what we are trying to provide. We want more people to be able to live and age in place in a great city. Minneapolis is a special place, and the more affordable units that we provide, the more people that are able to live here. And whether that means transitioning after college to get an affordable unit, that means you fall on rough times and you can still live in our great city. That means if you need some additional help, whether you're in your 40s or you're in your 80s, you can still live in the city that you love. And that's exactly what this project is providing on a number of different fronts. And we are talking about a mix of a variety of different incomes. It used to be that when we did an affordable project, it would just be affordable, largely all at the same rate. We're going to do an affordable project at 60% of the area median income. But now what we are doing is providing housing for a variety of different incomes, all in one neighborhood, all in the same building. And when you have a variety of different people and backgrounds and socioeconomic incomes all in one place, that's when true camaraderie takes place. That's when great ideas take shape. And that's when our city is truly going to rock. That's the kind of thing that you all have been doing. And in this case, what is it, 95 units? 20 of them, 30% of AMI? Another 40 at 60, right in there. And then you've got even more units at 80. And so what this allows you to do is climb that socioeconomic ladder. The city has got $2.5 million in it. And this is money that is well spent. It allows people to live in a great city. The county, and thank you, Commissioner Connolly, for being here, have been tremendous partners as well in getting it done. And the bottom line is this is what happens when people truly partner together. You guys have made it happen. We're so proud to be here. Again, you take this back 12 years ago, this was not the norm. Today, we are doing these projects virtually every week. We're finding ways to get them across the finish line. That is a huge change, and it shows that Minneapolis and Hennepin County, we're leading the way. And so thank you so much, everybody. Congratulations. And Brian, am I introducing anybody next? Yeah, help me out here, please. Thank you.
I want to thank the mayor for those kind words. Couple of things I'd also like to say here. Our former city council member for this ward was Andrew Johnson. He's not here today, but did a great job of shepherding us through some of the early stages of this. Specifically, I want to take the CPED staff for their work on behalf of the city as well. Well, we have another partner that I want to introduce you to, a very special person. And we have a partner with Hennepin County, as the mayor just pointed out. And they were instrumental in making this project a reality. And so on behalf of the county, I want to introduce you a good friend of ours, Commissioner Angela Conley.
Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. It is a great day to break ground on new housing, isn't it? Every day is a great day to break ground on new housing. And you know, what the mayor just described is really what community is built on. When you have seniors, people of all different socioeconomic levels, living together, thriving together, that is community. That is how you build community. So not only are we building housing, but we're building the framework for functioning, thriving communities. And that really is, there's no dollar amount that you can put on that. I'm going to talk about some dollar amounts, but there's no dollar amount that you can put on what real communities thrive on. So wanted to call that out. But this groundbreaking truly does celebrate the start of the construction, 95 units that we just heard, of affordable housing with a focus on family-friendly 2 and 3 bedroom units. One of the things that we hear all the time as funders is that we need more family housing, and the mayor and I were just at a groundbreaking, it seems like a couple weeks ago, on family units that people just really, really need in our city and are getting with projects like these. This project is right near the 46th Avenue light rail station, so that's access, right? And Minnehaha Park. So again, the functioning foundations of a strong community is housing, our parks, transit, accessible transit. Snelling Yards is the second phase in a master plan development that shares infrastructure and outdoor amenity space with other properties. Again, that is community. 95 new rental units, so I want to break some of those down. 26 units for housing households with incomes at or below 30% of the median income. That too is of critical need in our city right now. Of these 26, 13 of those units will be supportive housing and units for veterans at 30% of the AMI, critically needed housing. 40 units of households at or below 50% of the median income. This truly is a diverse range of residents that will be living in this space. I want to talk a little bit about how this project is certainly a great example of the county's Affordable Housing Incentive Fund, which was used, and that can help get projects off the ground. For this project, the Affordable Housing Incentive Fund funded $900,000, and there was also a $500,000 environmental response funding grant, and that's cleaning up the dirt underneath these projects. You know, a lot of times when developers want to build, their dirt is not friendly, and we want to make it friendly for them. So we offer funds to clean all of that up. But really, what we're trying to do is maintain a vision and a priority at the county with partners like the City of Minneapolis, like our developers, to create housing and development that really supports very low-income families, that helps to build communities, that creates housing for veterans so that we can maintain our status as a county with functional zero veteran homelessness. I'm very proud of that. And our developer partners. So we talked about Loopy Development Partners. They really have helped us to ensure that we can meet our vision of deeply affordable housing that's available to people who need it most. So again, thank you. I too want to shout out our previous council member, former council member Andrew Johnson, who just stayed dedicated to this project. And want to just close by saying that every new project is important to Hennepin County, to all of us as municipalities. And the path to creating each one can be very steep. It can take a long time, but each step that we take brings us closer to more people in our city that get the housing that is dignified, that they deserve. Thank you. I'll hand it back to our MC.
Thank you, Commissioner Conley.
Thank you.
So I've, along with my partners, I've been involved in this project since its very beginning. And to Commissioner Conley's point, we are at the 8-year mark to get to this groundbreaking. Eight years it took us to get to this point. So the long haul is necessary sometimes on these complicated projects. Well, you know, when you get some county money and some city money, that's great. It gets us started. But really, it's the private equity that is so important. And so we want to recognize a very valuable partner in this project. I'd like to introduce one of our key funders, who's Bill Oswald, the head of private strategies for Allianz Investment Management. Their investment was crucial to Snelling Yards. This is Mr. Oswald right here.
Thank you. Very happy to be here today. Very great occasion here with the groundbreaking. But we're very pleased to provide financial capital to construct this great project, and working with our asset management partner, R4, as well as Lupe Development and Wall Companies from start to finish. So we're excited to be here. Our mission at Allianz Life is we secure your future. For us, that doesn't mean stopping at retirement planning, but it includes our efforts to increase financial security for our customers, employees, and our broader community, meaning people in our community have their basic needs like housing met. Investing in affordable housing is just one of the ways that Allianz Life is helping to secure the future of the Twin Cities community for the long term, reducing barriers to economic inclusion and providing stability for those who need it most. Since 2009, we have committed capital to build over 1,500 new affordable housing units across 18 properties right here in the Twin Cities. We're very proud of this community, of our partnership with local developers and public entities, and we look forward to an exciting future. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate those words. Well, you know, I look around here, and there's a group of people over here working, and there's a lot of people with jackets on that says Frana. And I got to tell you, we have built several projects with the Frana team, and they are first class. They are one of the best construction teams in the town, and I want to thank our partners at Frana for putting this project together. Among the other things that Frana does is they provide us these nice gold shovels. So what do you say we move some clean dirt and take a photo op? What do you think? Come on over here.
1, 2, 3, go. All right, we did it. Bravo.